Hello everybody and welcome back to more Dragon Age Inquisition. Holy jeez. There is a lot to crafting in this game, and trying to do it for all your characters and figure out what they need, trying to compare it. Oh, comparison. That's really annoying. When you go to like the craft armor thing and you can look at this and see the armor rating there, I wish it would show the comparison to what you're wearing, because otherwise I need to go out of this menu, go into my inventory, go to the selected character, look at their items, see what the rating is, come back to this menu, see if it compares, if it's better, etc. Not to mention all the stats and shit that you need to compare as well. I mean, why do they not include a comparison thing onto the crafting? It is annoying. Holy dear God, it's annoying. Hi, Blackwall. How are you?
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by the Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. The Breach, the Divine's death, the Wardens. It doesn't make sense. There's so much we don't know.
Wait, are you gonna tell me what you heard?
Your experience with the Wardens will certainly be useful.
Mostly the treaties, I expect. Old parchments you're welcome to. What about you?
Old parchments that that Sorsha worked hard to get.
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Okay. Looks like there's a quest in here. I could, no? Where's this quest? It appears to be with you, Blackwall. No?
I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
These flirting options are really, really weird and ill-timed and ill-placed.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden. On my own, like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires
What the
one
hell was that in the background?
Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
Do you find that odd? The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
The way that my character talks, it sounds like she's,
Let's continue this at another time.
skeptical and suspicious of him.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, so... Oh, wow. That's a lot of artifacts. Okay. More collectibles. Yay. Well, I suppose we can go find some other people and talk to them all. I haven't talked to Sarah yet, have I? Oh, no, I think I talked to her once before. Hi, Varric.
Need something?
About Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
My shoulder armor looks like I have pierogies, like, stapled on me.
In the book, you say that first Enchanter Orsino turned himself into a
Slightly
giant monster made of
disapproves.
corpses.
Why?
How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
I'm just asking.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashok. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arashok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Isabella went back to the Raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little sister is in the Free Marches, helping some of the other survivors from the Kirkwall Circle. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
That's pretty cool. But,
Need something?
I can hear about Dragon Age 2.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the thaig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Oh, I'm supposed to find the deposits now.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Are you from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Multi-talented man.
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
Probably.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. There's a hidden shop in Kirkwall called the Black Emporium. I found her in a barrel labeled swag. The owner sold her to me for a ham sandwich and a pair of yellow ruffled pants.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Okay, wow. These guys have a lot to talk about, don't they? I mean, I could turn in the requisition stuff, but apparently I'm not really supposed to until I really need power.
So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
I don't think I really have a say in this. I mean, Karis, she is a loving person who cares for people, but she's not going to interfere in Spymaster business. Leliana probably knows how to handle shit like this a lot better than she does.
It will be done.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Trust me. Everything I do is to protect our interests. Now if you're happy, I have more work to do.
I'm not happy, and I don't know why you're being snippy at me.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
I'll try not to break anything.
That's good to hear.
I could use the left hand of the divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
That seems like a impertinent question to ask, but sure.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
I was expecting Leliana disapproves.
We'll talk more later.
I could go talk to more of my companions, but I'm feeling a little talked out at the moment. I'll talk to them later. That was a lot of conversations.
Speak only the word. Sing only.
Summon the War Council. There must be a mod to get rid of this cutscene. Kind of annoying. Hey, we have a perk available. Let's see. Let me just look through these real quick. I think I'm gonna pick this up. It kind of makes sense for Cars to know this, I guess, because it's a detailed study of magic and the place of creatures that interact with it, blah blah blah. So she probably had that kind of knowledge because of being in the circle and all that, and studying magic there. Plus the 50% experience for each codex entry is pretty nice, so let's take that. Okay. Now for Reldon, we got 2 here now. Hushed Whispers. Yeah, I think... Oh, the reports are ready. It's incredible how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the sacred ashes. The cult didn't build all of this. It was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest, and one, evidently, contains strange runes we have yet to translate. If we can find someone capable of doing so, they might prove of use. Okay, thank you. So, did I... Apparently I didn't send anyone else to do anything. Okay. Oh, this is report ready. We have received weapon plans and located an apiary to supply us. When the idea was presented, the beekeeper tented his fingers and sneered, "Of course." Quite disturbing. Jar of bees grenade recipe. That's interesting. Oh. Wasn't this why I went to Hinterlands in the first place? No, I went to the Hinterlands for the Redcliffe thing. But I did want to, do this. Yeah. Whoops. Forgot about it. Well... Okay. Hard in Hightown 3. Varric's Revenge. Ruffles, I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hard in Hardtown 3, the repuncheoning, appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. Repuncheoning? Really? I had my contacts in the Merchant Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Peral Balenforth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You got contacts with the Antivan print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild. Crows might be a better choice. Why is he locked? Ask a friend in Antiva City. Ah. Well, a spy would probably do well. Then, nah. Sure.
At your service.
Send Josephine. What is this? Need passage across the waking sea, the curveball that is easily arranged. Voices on the wind speak of a new power abroad in the world. Inquisition, they whisper. An ancient name restored. A memory rekindled and transformed into a blaze of hope. I hear the whispers and some of the fires of the Inquisition. Here in the depths beneath the city of the chains, countless mysteries hide in shadow in anticipation of the light. Come, the Black Emporium awaits. Xenon, the antiquarian, must spend his days composing melodramatic invitations to his establishment. I imagine being stuck in a chair for centuries leaves one somewhat lacking for entertainment. This particular message was hand-delivered by a cloaked figure at twilight, precisely as the sun disappeared beneath the peaks. My men spied the courier looking about our outer gates for at least an hour, waiting for sunset. The servant under the command of some very specific instructions, I assume. That aside, I would encourage a visit to the Black Emporium. The antiquarian's hoard is legendary. Only those he deems worthy ever lay eyes on it. The champion of Kirkwall received an invitation once and reported, among other things, a strange mirror that could transform even flesh and bone. Who knows, we may uncover something that aids in the battle against Corypheus. Okay. Sure. A ship has been secured. Be wary of what you find in the Black Emporium, Inquisitor. I have heard many frightful tales. Not now. But we shall go there at some point. There's a small complement of soldiers, Storm Coast region, to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Wow, there is just so much to do. But, I'm gonna go towards this. Choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars. Oh! So is this a choice? Oh. Leliana and Josephine have been working tirelessly to convince Chorus and win over some of Orlay's most influential houses. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars into sealing the breach, traveling to Theronfall Redoubt, and demanding the Lord's secret deal with them or face the wrath of Orlay. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under control of Magister Garen Alexius, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Trevelyan and the power to order time itself. He has kindly invented Trevelyan to the castle, alone, to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Leliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat while Alexius's attention is diverted. A dangerous game, but it's our best chance. Shit. I don't like having to choose things. I'm very bad at making decisions like this. But, from Karis's point of view, I think she would go with the mages because she's a mage. And I'm sure she hasn't had the most pleasant dealings with Templars in the past. And then Seeker Lucius, or whatever the hell he's called, he's kind of like, when we met with him, we did not have a very good encounter with him anyways. Not that meeting with, what was her name? I forget, but the mage leader. Not that that was really pleasant, but yeah, let's go with the mages because I'm a mage, and Karis would empathize with them, I guess.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
We can't waste time fighting among ourselves. We have to come to an agreement.
A Tevinter Magister controls Redcliffe, invites us to the castle to talk, and some of us want to do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die, and we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister...
Has outplayed us.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer? A watercourse? Something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Focus their attention on Trevelyan, while we take out the Tevinters. It's risky, but it could work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
I never say no to danger. Yeah, let's do it. Oh my, who am I going to take? Oh. Okay, we got Dorian along with us. So I guess Solus isn't coming with us because we don't need 3 mages. That would be a little bit insane. Why don't we take Blackwall and we've been walking around with Sarah a lot. Let's take Varric. My token 2 mages, 1 rogue, 1 warrior thing.